Hey, Remfrex. How's it going on this lovely Wednesday evening for you? Just organizing my camera here. It's a bit off tilt. I don't know why that is today. There we go. Back at it. How's it going? Hope you're well. Hope that you've seen the new exciting announcement that we're doing an all-day wellness, Remfrex, all the stuff, food. We're going to do some yoga. We have a whole itinerary planned out, which we will be sharing with you very shortly. It's very exciting. Tell all of your Remfrex employee friends that that's going to be happening on the 5th of August. So I'm coming to your house. It's gonna be really great. I'm really looking forward to spending time with you guys all in person. I mean, it's been a long time since we've been online, and I think it will feel really good being in the same room together. So I really look forward to all of that and seeing you there. So spread the word if you are just hearing this for the first time. It's the 5th of August. It's going to be all day. On another note, a more note that is of now, I am going to give you guys a full body workout. We're going to do a full body workout that is not a circuit. We're just going to be going through reps, not forcing ourselves into wild cardio outbursts. We're just going to be kind of taking it easy today, making sure we get into the arms, the core, as well as the legs. So that will be a nice kind of series or sequence to go through. I would love to know if you guys prefer circuits or if you like the body weight strength programs. I don't really know which one you guys like. If you want to share that and give feedback in the video or on Pointagram, that would be awesome. I'm always looking to make sure that we're doing what it is that you guys are wanting and that you're enjoying all the content. So yeah, today's going to be a workout. We're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do as we normally do, a 5-minute workout, 5-minute warm up, 20 minutes of effort, and then about a 5-minute cool down. And then we'll call it a day. The most important thing that I want you to remember when you're doing a workout is that I cannot see what you're doing. So if you have questions about how to modify something, please ask. Probably not in the live now, but in an email or on Pointagram. Very happy to help you if you have like knee stuff or back stuff or wrist stuff or anything going on. Please let me know, and we can try to modify and get you into a comfortable position. That's kind of challenging to do over typing, but even better is when we're in person together August 5th. That would be really cool. We're gonna do like spend some time in the gym with actual equipment. We've been doing like no equipment for I think at least 6 months now, so that's been cool. But it'll be nice to have a good equipment in front of us as well. Learn how to use it so you can make the most of it if you are in HQ and have that gym available to you. Obviously, HQ has all the same machines that any standard gym would have as well. So you can take that information with you and apply it to a gym. And lastly, water. I brought my water up just to remind me that you guys need water. Take water whenever you want. You don't necessarily need to listen to my cues. Make sure that you're just most comfortable, that you're enjoying the slight bit of discomfort that comes from exercising and you're not straining or in pain or depriving yourself of water. Make sure you're listening to your body and take into consideration your sleep, your food, your mood, what you did this past weekend, what you are doing this week, how intense and stressed out you are, all those things. Take that in consideration when you are in class today so that you can move to the best of your ability and you don't overstrain or over push. Other than that, I think that's all I have to share. The most exciting thing is the wellness day, but I think we'll do a stay tuned for that. Just make sure you have that day somewhat open, or at least you're able to come for a lunch hour and an evening. We have a lot of cool things coming. All right, so let's begin. We're going to begin standing for a warm up. I think we're okay with this where we're at. With what you can see. Yeah, that should be fine. This should be fine. All right, it's a bit fuzzy, hey? Just make that non-fuzzy. There we go. And the sun is in a totally different position. Good for us. Okay, let's make some large shapes with our joints so we can get warm quickly, so we can head into our full body workout. I'll just put my hair away so it's not in the way. Let's start with the legs. Yesterday we started with the arms and like the neck. Let's start with the lower body here. So let's take some space between our legs. Let's do some just simple sumo squats, which we've done plenty of time before. Let's do some just leg movement first, and then we'll add the arms in. So first, just slowly coming down, spending a second, a moment or two just down here, maybe touching the ground for balance, and then driving up both legs to stand. And we're gonna do 5 of those, okay? So count your 5 out at the pace that feels right for you. Spend time at the bottom. Feel like you're actually like getting some hip mobility. One more. Good. Now your arms are going to reach up to the sky as you come down. So you're down into your squat, fingertips to the sky, elbow correct, and arms down by your side. Okay, 5 of those. Almost there. Pace it out. However it feels best for you. Stay at the bottom and then drive up. All right, let's keep getting into our hips with our hip circles, which feel nice. Take your feet underneath your hips, lean into your left leg, pick your right leg up, trace out some big circles with your knee, right knee. 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other. Whoa, don't fall over. And then when you've done your 6, leg down, feel your weight in both legs for a moment, then shift it over into the right, pick up your left, exact same thing, make them big. Three times in each direction. Good. Put that leg down, stand again, 2 feet underneath your hips. Let's do a little bit of movement at the spine. So you're gonna take your right palm, face it up towards the ceiling. Just gonna move so I don't run into a wall. Right arm straight out in front of you, palm up. You're gonna open your arm out to the side, open it up behind you, and then start twisting all the way around. Look over and get a nice big like rotation through your spine. So maybe you're feeling a stretch in your chest. Get a nice big twist in there. 2 feet fully planted on the ground. Unravel yourself. You can let your arm hang by your side. And do that with the second side. Left arm totally straight, elbow straight, left palm up. Let it like open up. So see how my like pubic bone, belly button, chest is still facing forward. Get that nice chest stretch first. Find that and then really rotate. Look behind you. Keep 2 feet on the ground. Good. And unwind yourself. That's some good twisting. Let's just do a little bit of side lunging. That will be good for a little bit of twisting in our spine. So again, for side lunging, you want to have some space between your feet. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to lean all your body weight on top of the knee that is bent. So I'm bending my left knee here. My right leg is totally straight. And I want you to actually like rotate and twist towards your bent leg. Okay? Make a nice big spiral shape on top of the bent knee. Come back straight with 2 legs. Do the opposite. So I'm leaning and bending. I'm really like bringing my pelvis on top of my right leg. Twist towards that right leg. Get a nice big spin through your spine. And we'll just do that 2 more times on each side. bending, left, twist towards the bend. So I'm bending my left knee, rotating left. Come stand. Right leg bends, left leg straight, rotate right. One more time in each direction. Bend left, rotate left. Straighten, last time. Bend right, really twist right. This side's hard for me. Good, and come out. Let's just do some forward folding to just open up the back of the body so we feel nice and open through our hamstrings and our glutes, the whole kind of posterior chain there. So let's get down just nicely first, because maybe the first time that we're inverted all day. Put a little bend into your knees. Take your forehead, take your tailbone. Tailbone goes up, forehead goes down, hands to the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands on the ground. So you have 2 feet, 2 hands on the ground, and you're gonna just pedal your knees, meaning bend one knee, straighten the other, bend one knee, straighten the other. Relaxing the head and shoulders. Just keep going for another moment or two. And then after you've done your pedaling, maybe do one more each side. You're gonna just freeze in a forward fold, relax everything. Arms are jello, neck is soft. Again, hands and feet touching the ground. Good. Now you're gonna, here what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like some kind of like deadlifts. Imagine you had weight, but they're still really good for your mechanics to just practice this. It's called a hip hinge. So practice it like 5 times here together. So we do this already kind of when we do the circuit, but we'll do it as an actual exercise here, like just a little 5 reps exercise. You're gonna make sure your weight is in your heels. Make sure you really feel like you've leaned into your heels. Just, again, straight and tall through the spine, come up to stand. You can keep that little bend in your knees. You don't necessarily need to definitely don't hyperextend, but you don't necessarily need to straighten your knees all the way at the end. Keep a little nice bend. And then we'll do that again. We'll go all the way down, feel the ground with our hands, and then drive up. So that was 1 rep. We'll do 5. Again, you want to make sure you're really super straight in your spine. Tip over, touch the ground. Kind of feel that like lengthening or like tension through the back of the legs. Make sure you got weight in your heels. Drive up, both legs equally. That's 2. And you really want to make sure that you stand up all the way, meaning don't keep your butt behind you. You want to really almost, it's like, I want to say clenching your butt because that's a little bit excessive, but you really want to stand up tall with your pelvis. All right, make sure you got your bend. Let's do another 3 here. Touch, straighten your spine, weight in your heels, drive up all the way to stand. Get up to standing. 2 more. One more. Awesome. Okay, that is a deadlift like pattern. I used to teach it with like the handle of a broom at your back, and like really training and practicing. That's really good for your alignment, really feeling that out. All right, I feel pretty warm in my lower half. Let's just make sure that our arms are awake, ready for a bit of movement. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some big reaches. Let me back right up here. So we can get some side bending in and get some arm movement. Palm, right hand, right palm, reach up and just side bend yourself over. Like tip yourself over so you get a nice big stretch into the right side of your body. Left arm, bottom arm is just wiggly and dangly. Good. And when you come up on the inhale. What I want you to do is I want you to squeeze your shoulder blade together, your shoulder blade towards your spine on this right side. So you're squeezing into like half of a W, okay? And then you're going to do that again. Reach up, tip over. Pull yourself up on an inhale. Squeeze your shoulder blade towards your spine. So keep your arm like really in line with your body. Don't have your arm out in front of you. Really feel like it's opening your chest. We'll do one more of those. Reach and tip. Get your bicep away from your face if you can. Breathe into it. Inhale yourself up. Feel that you're straight and then drive that elbow towards the side of your body. Stay there for a moment. And then you can let that arm just relax down by your side. And let's just do the exact same thing 3 times with the left. It's really, it feels best and it's good for your mechanics if you reach up with your arm first, and then that reach is what tips you over into a side bend. Then you're really extending as best you can through the side of your body with a really jello-y bottom right arm. And then again, you're using the power of your breath to pull yourself up. So inhale. Once you're up and straight with your spine, then you can just do the second or the final movement there as you pull your elbow, hug it in really close to your side, as best as you can to the side of your body, not in front, hand not really in front either. Everything is really cutting that side. It's called a frontal plane movement, a side to side or a lateral movement. 2 more. Reach, 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 and then side bend yourself over. Find an inhale to pull yourself up. Once you get up, drive that elbow to the side of your body. Wake up all that back musculature, maybe a bit sleepy from sitting in a chair all day. One last time. Extend, reach up in front of or above you as high up as you can. Let that be the thing that tips you over. Relax this arm, make sure it's not held with tension. You're not leaning onto your leg. Inhale up and pull that arm in. All right, good. I feel like that's a lot of my spine has woken up, my legs, my arms. Let's get into a little bit of movement here. So what I was talking about doing, I'll make sure you can see my face, is doing full body. So we just warmed up full body. Let's keep going in that direction. Let's do as many full body exercises as we can. They're the biggest kind of bang for our buck, and they're really easy to do and a little kind of hit workout. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a pretty big movement here. And we're well warmed up for it. Let me just move this out of the way so I don't slip and fall on my face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some backwards lunges that's gonna end up kicking with that same foot forward and ideally slapping your own foot. If your foot's too far, slap your knee, totally fine. But you're gonna come down into a lunge, try to get equal weight into both legs, drive up through both legs, find your balance if you need to, and just bring that back leg just slightly forward and hit the foot or the knee. All right, we're gonna do 10 of those on one side and then we'll switch. 10 starting right now. Find your shape, find your balance, and then hit. Make sure that you find your balance is kind of the most important part, because if you're doing an exercise while you're in the middle of falling, it's not the best. Make sure you're really stable. Get your weight on that standing leg. Really feel that you're on your legs, on your feet before you do any of the movements so you don't hurt yourself. I got 2 here, 2 more to go. 1 more to go. Awesome. All right, let's repeat that. Same thing, other side. You'll have a bad side. This is my bad side. So just be okay with that. Find your way through it. Take it easy, take it slow. Reverse your lunge. Find your balance. Hit your foot or your knee. 10 of those. Try not to rush yourself through anything. All right, almost there. I'm gonna do one more. Good, and come to rest. We're gonna do another kind of bigger full body movement. So if you want a water break, have yourself a water break. Take a little sip of water, smooth your breath out, and we'll come back to this bigger movement in just a moment. All right, I just make sure I'm out of the, there we go. The camera's doing some weird stuff these days. Okay, what's this big movement all about? Let's get our hands involved now. So the best way to get our hands involved is actually put our hands on the ground. So we're gonna do slow, kind of bit by bit burpees. We don't even really need to call them burpees. Let's just call them up and downs. So it doesn't sound quite as scary. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take some space between your feet, like the sumo squats that we started with. You're gonna tip yourself over like we started with. You're gonna walk yourself out to a plank. From here, you're gonna do a single push-up. You could do it from here, on your hands and on your feet. You could also do it on your knees and on your hands. Just a single one. Find yourself back in your plank on your feet and your hands. Then one leg at a time, drop your bum down so you're in a deep squat like we were training at the beginning. Drive up onto both legs, standing, okay? That's it, nice and slow. Let's do 15, okay? And then we'll just take it down, cool it down. So 15 of these at whatever pace feels right. One leg at a time, do one push-up. Here we go. So you're in your sumo squat, tip yourself over, walk back into a plank, do a push-up however you want to. Find your full plank, one foot, other foot, drop your bum, drive up through your legs. Uno, down again. Getting 15 push-ups in here. Make sure you're like landing in that frog-like position and then dropping your bum as best you can and then driving up. See if I can count these out. I'm sure you guys know I'm not the best counter. Here comes number 5. Making sure like you're hitting every stage, every step along the way. You don't need to rush. Drop your bum, drive up. It's number 7. Good. 8. 9. Comes number 10. All right, let's push out these next 5. Three more. Final one. Make it count, make it awesome. Good. Awesome. Let's just take a little water break. Good job. This last 5 made all the difference. First 10 were a little tricky. First 10 were a little easy. 5 a little tricky. All right, smooth down your breath. It got a bit wild. Breathe really low in your belly as best you can. Then we're going to come down and we're going to do another full body exercise and really bringing the core into this now. So like, I don't know what you want to call them, crab taps. Lots of animals today. Let me just check on there. Okay, cool. We'll do some crab taps. Then we'll take it down to something a little bit easier. We'll do some glute bridges and then we'll stretch it out and call it a day. So what am I talking about when I say crab taps? So you're gonna need to be in the position that I am in. Your hands, ideally your fingernails are pointed towards your heels, pointed towards your bum. Then you're gonna pick yourself up. So pick your bum up off the ground, nice and slow. You're gonna get your foot and your hand to meet and then come back into your crab. Let's just for fun do a tricep dip because it feels so good. Okay, once you're back in your crab, find your balance, tap, tricep dip. Be really careful, well, not careful, but just be really aware that your tricep dip is not like a big pelvic thrust. Your leg muscles are massive. They're going to want to try to help these poor little tiny triceps in comparison. All right, so we'll do 10 of those just because we don't want to stay on our wrists forever like this. Okay, fingernails pointed towards your heels. Pick your bum up off the ground. Make sure you have your balance first. It's opposite hand in leg, not same side. That would be crazy. Tap, go back down. Elbows go straight back for your tricep dip and straighten. Other side. Find your balance. Elbows straight back. I can balance much easier on one side. It's number 6 for me. Headed to 10. All right, finish off your 10 wherever you're at. And then we'll come down to the ground and we'll do some glute bridges that will finish off with just a bit of stretching. So yeah, you guys can see me here. All the way down to the ground, feet in line with your sit bones. So you have a nice straight kind of train track-like shape going from your hips, your knees through to your ankles. For a glute bridge to be a glute bridge, your heels are going to want to be as close as you can towards your bum you don't need to grab or do anything crazy. That's not necessary. You just don't want to have your feet all the way out here. Because when you come up, it feels really hard, but also feels really hamstringy and calfy. Glute bridge should be in your glutes, which are your buttocks, bum muscles. Okay, your arms are doing nothing at all. You're just driving yourself up with 2 legs. We'll do 10 with 2 legs, we'll do 10 with 2 legs, 5 with single leg, 5 with single leg. So we'll do 20 total. Okay, so make sure that when you start and finish, you're doing the same thing every time, which is close this gap that you and I all have at our low back. So you're gonna need to tuck your pelvis under to do that. Maintain that. That sets you up really nice for a glute bridge. Drive all the way up. Get a nice maybe stretching feeling in the front, But what you're feeling for is activity, engagement in the back, hamstrings, glutes, maybe a little bit of your low back, and then slowly roll down, relax your pelvis. It goes to neutral, then repeat. Tuck your pelvis under, drive up, pause at the top for a moment, roll back down, let go of your pelvis. Tuck your pelvis under, drive up. I think you get the point. Slowly roll yourself down and relax there for a moment, all the way to 10. Here we go. Make sure you're driving through both legs equally. You're not just hanging out heavy in one foot in particular. I got 2 more here. One more. All right, single leg, you're gonna pull your right knee into your chest. Just pull it into your chest and maintain that position for 5 reps, driving in and up like we just did. Switch up your legs, 5 on the other side, okay? Pull the knee in, hold it in close, drive up, stay for a moment, roll down. Can't really like relax your pelvis fully. It's gonna remain kind of tucked under because of your knee, holding your knee. So 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. This is harder. Stating the obvious over here. Got some shaking going on. All right, done my 5. Switch sides. Last thing, and then we'll move into stretching. Hug that left knee or your second knee, wherever you're at. Hug it in close, 5 up and down. All right. Great. Let's finish it there, and let's do a little bit of stretching. Let's sit up for some stretching, and we'll get a nice big kind of straddle leg stretch going on in our legs. So if you want just a quick sip of water, please go for it. I'm out of water. But if you want to grab a sip, if that feels necessary, go for it. If not, follow me, but no rush getting here. Straddle position means this. Get as much space as you can between your feet. Now, what you don't want to do is like tuck your pelvis under so much that you feel like you're kind of falling over, falling backwards. So if your legs are only open a little bit, but it means you can sit up really tall, do that. It's a much better way to start. It doesn't really matter like where your flexibility is, as long as you're actually training your flexibility and you're not just trying to hold and brace and kind of strain stuff. Okay, so toes are up towards the sky, meaning your feet are flexed. You're seated as upright as you can, and then just start to walk yourself forward. And you're just gonna hang out here for a moment. Take a few smooth breaths. These types of positions, even though they're usually not people's favorite, feel better if you spend a bit of time here. Relax into it. Stay with me. Don't start thinking about what you're doing after this. Stay present. And what you're going to do is you're just going to walk your hands over towards one leg. You don't have to touch the leg, but just walk your hands over in that direction towards one foot, one knee, however far over you are. And just get that feeling in for a few breaths. And then walk your hands slowly to the other side. Make sure you're really clear about your center point. Feel like you are in center, and then walk your hands over to the other side and just see what that feels like. Does it feel different compared to the first side? All right. Come up back to center. Once you're in center, you can lift your chest. And if you feel like you're really stretched out, just grab behind your knees and pull in, or just pull in however you want. We'll finish our workout there. I'll come close to you. Thank you so much for working out with me. That was great. I don't know if that was nice for you guys, but it was exactly what I needed. So thanks for doing that with me. And Sarah has her nutrition class tomorrow, every Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Time. And I will see you next week, next Tuesday, for yoga. All right. See you soon.